You're listening to The Burning Truth. Ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, children of all ages, this is The Burning Truth, and welcome to WrestleMania week. And it is part 2 of The Burning Truth, and it's me, Matt Burns, of course, with John Below.
How y'all doing out there in wrestling land? Hope you're all as thoroughly steeped in the absolute tidal wave of wrestling that's been happening this WrestleMania week as we are. And I hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Well, basically, enjoyed it, been enthralled, entertained, and appalled in equal measure.
In some aspects, some of the stuff that we've seen, we've had some shocking stuff happen. We've had some outrageous things happen. And I mean outrageous, which we will get to.
We'll get to that throughout the course of today. So what have we got on today's podcast then?
Right.
Today's WrestleMania week part 2 special.
Part 2 special. Well, I can mention about my attendance at the Academy, which is with the show called Prestigious, which starred Joe Hendry and Martin Kirby
and some bloke called Matt Burns.
I wasn't wrestling on it.
Ah, okay. You were there though, so
I was there. I was watching.
Had your star power.
Absolute amazing show. Recommend it to honestly, top to bottom. Not revealing who won or anything. If anybody's interested in finding out, please check out the Academy Wrestling. APW, Academy Pro Wrestling. Please check them out because that show was absolutely, the only thing that it was, as AJ's nickname is, phenomenal.
Let me guess. British wrestling at its finest.
Definitely.
Awesome.
And what a way to kick it up for WrestleMania week as well. But that's just the quick bite. I just thought to just throw that out there because, I've got much love for local wrestling, as we always keep saying. Check out your local wrestling.
Indeed.
And Joe Hendry, absolute nice guy. One of the nicest people you can ever meet. As of course, Martin Kirby. He's also awesome. He's fun to know always, especially trying to dish out Zoidberg elbows.
Indeed.
But anyway, we've got plenty to discuss because, especially with us having to do the predictions early, especially soon as the kickoff show, as the kickoff is, I believe, starting at 10 for us in the UK.
It is kickoff show at 10. Which means the main show starts at midnight. Yes.
Now, take into account as well, we originally said on part 1, 15 matches.
Boy, were we underselling it.
We're wrong as well. It's 16.
We were.
And to just get this one clearly out the way, in regards to NXT TakeOver.
Oh, yeah. How did the predictions go?
No. Let me just...
Wow, what a show.
Let me just pick up my jaw from that show.
I have literally had to prop mine back into place with a broom handle to do this podcast because that's how much it hit the floor. It was a spectacularly amazing show.
Mine's still loose. I'm having to keep reconnecting it from time to time still.
To quote my Twitter, from a tweet that I posted on social media last night, best takeover ever, and that's saying something.
Or as a certain character from a certain, Springfield would say, best NXT takeover ever.
Ever. Yeah.
I know it's a little bit.
It was.
I know it's got a little bit of a twist on it, but best damn how to knock out the park. And as far as predictions go,
well, not to put too fine a point on it, Nobody won.
It was a draw.
It was.
And the irony of it is you actually turn around and says, don't joke about them things, it could happen. And it ends up happening.
Yeah. It ends up happening. Because if memory serves, I got the Women's Championship wrong.
Yeah, which surprised...
I think you got the
main event
NXT Championship match wrong.
But I will...
neither of us...
Let me just state this. Let me just state this. For the NXT Championship, as much as, yes, I bet I had not put my money on Gargano, my heart did want to.
Of course. He was everyone's favourite, really. If you were on my Twitter feed last night, you would have seen me ever so slightly go into overdrive. Gargano Mania thoroughly took hold. And also, I was pleased as hell for him. Nobody deserves it more.
And Adam Cole, great competitor, and everything. I thought he was going to be taking it, but one thing I will say to Johnny Gargano, congratulations on being the first ever NXT Triple Crown
winner of the first ever NXT Triple Crown. Indeed, the first man to hold the NXT Tag Team Championships, the NXT North American Championship, and the NXT Championship. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Absolutely, and with his family in attendance, and the one match that we didn't predict right. We now have...
What can I say? After 687 days, the reign, the streak, the eternity, folks, it's over.
What was it, 687?
Or was it 685?
I'll just check it. Would you like me to check it now for you?
If you'd be so kind, just talk amongst yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, while Mr. Matt Burns does a fact check. Needless to say, however long the reign was, we know it was 600 plus days, reaching out close, tantalizingly towards 700, but that's where it's going to stay, because your new NXT United Kingdom champion, Walter. And Jesus, if you haven't seen the match yet, I know we've spoiled the result, but trust me, that won't spoil you watching the match.
Or as different people pronounce it, Volta.
Well, he is Austrian, so technically Volta is also correct.
Honestly,
but yeah,
the man's destruction. And let's just say this.
Absolutely.
Are you ready for this?
Go for it.
He was a record 685 days
as champion. And I've got to be honest, I can't think who. I can think of maybe one person in the NXT UK division who might prevent Volta from having an equally long title reign.
And so can I.
Maybe two.
So can I. But then again, Pete's not done.
Well, this is WWE in 2019. There's no such thing as an automatic rematch clause anymore.
True, but then again,
however,
Peter's hard work.
Well, your statement is correct.
I'll tell you this
Okay,
now.
Let's make it 3 people. 2 other people, and let's not rule out Pete Dunne. There you go.
Definitely do not rule out Pete Dunne. Hells no, don't rule him out. But
right, so with that in mind, do we need to do our predictions for tonight? Get them out of the way, first things first.
That we do. And shall we start off with some of the kick-off matches? Which I will just state that there is scheduled so far 3, but could be more depending on
scheduled 3 pre-show matches, yeah. But depending on time constraints and how quickly they get through and how much they feel they need to shove on there in order to get everything in time, so this doesn't end up being a 7 a.m. finish, there could be more.
There could be more added. But then again, take into account 16 matches.
16 matches. I remember thinking sometime around about in the dim and distant past around about WrestleMania 25 when they announced that there were 12 matches and thinking that that was overkill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not anymore. 16 matches. This is the grandest stage of them all for a reason.
Correct.
Anyway, let's start.
Let's get down to business. Shall we get on with, straight off, we'll head for the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royale.
Indeed we will. Somewhere in the region of 20 women will be competing in this over-the-top rope Battle Royal event.
13 have been announced.
To be crowned WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal Champion and win the prestigious trophy. Is this the second or third time they've done this?
I believe this is the... I'm just trying to have a think now for you.
Yeah, I think it's the second.
It's the second.
But I'm
ready
to be corrected.
It's the second.
So yeah, we what we assume will open the show, and then what will be a nice little bit of serendipity if it does, because we'll have women of WWE both opening and closing the grandest stage of them all. That'd be a nice touch.
Allow me to just state this, in any shape or form, we are not stating that this is the actual order, or this is not what we actually think will be the order. This is just...
No. It's just the way
order.
we're going through the matches. These are the matches, we're doing them at random, card subject to change, and is not represented by us in any way, shape or form. It's just the way we're going through them.
Correct. And no kidding, it can change at any time. But anyway, let's get down to business. WrestleMania Women's Battle Royale. I
don't even know who's in this apart from one person, but I know that she's my pick to win it.
Right. Would you like to know the 13 that have been mentioned so far? That have been announced?
That have been confirmed as entering. Yes, please do.
We have got Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Selena Vega, and the wild card, Nikki Cross.
Well, one name from those leaps out at me as a potential winner, and I'm sorry to say it ain't Nikki Cross, as much as I would like it to be.
Who do you think?
The name that leaps out at me from that list is the oldie Empress of Tomorrow.
Ooh, Asuka.
Indeed.
Now, I've got to go with
Asuka.
I have actually got to go with Asuka myself, and for different reasons.
Well, not just because of the fact that what transpired on SmackDown in the weeks leading up to WrestleMania
that is one of them. However...
But you have others.
There is another possible reason why. One is the fact that...
please do share that with us.
One is that, yes, I feel as though Asuka got pretty much dropped into it. So she's gone from being one of the women who was in what was considered a main event match for WrestleMania, a main event caliber match, with her winning the WWE Women's Royal Rumble, and was the current WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, and is now relegated to pre-show.
Yeah, that's a revival slap in the face. That is.
I don't even think it's that, because taking into account the revival are on the bloody main show this year. I know, shocking, but we'll have plenty to say in regards to that. But at the same time, rumour has it that Asuka's contract is due up soon. And the speculation is that anybody who's got a contract that's due to expire, WWE are supposedly be trying to keep them very happy, very wholesome, and be very, very kind to try and keep them around as much as possible. As they don't want anybody leaving.
Which is why they've put Dean Ambrose in the main event in the world title picture. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. No, they haven't.
No, they haven't. However, with Dean, I don't think it's been something that they've been able to do so cleanly as it might be in the sense of with Dean, he's had enough and wants some
Possibly.
time away.
Yeah. He will probably return, just not immediately.
It might be he's having time off. Who knows? But supposedly he is still on his way out. Take into account if
Pure speculation. I'm well aware, but yeah.
If anybody wants a clear indication, yes, Dean Ambrose may appear at WrestleMania, but do take into account if he was contracted, don't you think they would have had him wrestling on the show?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, we need to get the predictions rolling because we've got so much to talk about.
Let's get on with it. So straight away, Oscar, and I'm just going to.
Oh, seriously, Matt Burns. I hate to be a pedant here, but Asuka, as in Asuka ref. It's not Oscar. She's not a statue that you win for making a good film.
Ooh, pedantic are we today?
We have our pedantic boots on. Yes, we got them secondhand from Mr. Kennedy.
I thought he passed away, as Anderson would say. Anderson.
I thought I got his boots cheap. Anyway,
let's move on. Shall we?
Yeah,
shall
we both agree. Ask for that. For the other multi-person match that will probably be on the pre-show, I believe, but again, I'm ready to be corrected, 5th running of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
I am just trying to do the calculations in my head. I think it could be 4th. No, it's 5th. It is actually right, 5th.
Wow. I got something right. Wonders never cease. Yeah, I'm just running through previous winners in my head, and yeah, it's the 5th.
Now, would you like me to mention
who's
in this?
Yes, I was just going to ask, do you have a list of the confirmed entrants? Because yet again, I only know of 3, and frankly, I've got my soapbox ready for 2 of them.
29 have been announced.
Wow. I'm thinking they're going to boost the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal with quite a lot of NXT stars, by the way. I'll just put that out there now.
Does sound it.
But anyway, 29 for the men, and they are...
The announced ones, which is EC3, Tucker, Otis, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Shelton Benjamin, Ali, Andrade, Connor, Victor, Rhino, Heath Slater, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, Lince Dorado, Grand Metalik, Kalisto, Chad Gable, Bobby Roode, No Way Jose, Jinder Mahal, Tyler Breeze, Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, Colin Jost.
Deep breath, keep going.
Colin Jost of Saturday Night Live Celebrity Status, Michael Chi of Saturday Night Live Celebrity Status, and Braun Strowman.
Oh dear. Now everyone that watches WWE television will be aware, whether they agree with it or not, of the reason why the non-wrestlers are in the Wrestling Battle Royal, and they will probably not agree with it, much the same as I don't. However, they're in there. Look out for copyright WWE WrestleMania shenanigans. He says with a heavy heart and a deep sigh.
A big part of me is screaming at me saying, pick Braun, pick Braun, pick Braun, pick Braun, pick Braun, pick Braun, pick Braun.
Pick Braun because he's the odds-on favourite, but a big part of me is also saying, copyright WWE WrestleMania shenanigans mean he won't win.
Mm-hmm. Whenever they've had a favourite,
that favourite has
not always done it.
No, not always.
I think the only time was the favourite won it, or the odds-on favourite, was when Big Show won it.
Yeah, when Big Show won, which I believe was the first one.
Nope. No, he wasn't.
Was that the second one?
I'm just trying to think if he was third or second, because so far we've got oh no, he was second. First we've got Cesaro.
Cesaro won the first one. Yeah.
Then we've got
Big Show won the second one.
Corbin third.
Then there's Baron Corbin won the third one. Mojo Rawley won the fourth one.
My mistake. It isn't
and
sixth.
Matt Hardy.
Yeah, is he sixth or seventh now? Then
Hang on. Well, we had Cesaro, Big Show.
Yeah.
Who did you say after that?
Baron Corbin, Mojo.
Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, and then Matt Hardy. So this is the sixth.
Six. I actually forgot about Mojo. Oh my god!
Everyone tries to. You did well.
Oh my god! I actually forgot about
that. Yeah.
I think that's probably because he keeps appearing now and again, looking at America, being angry at himself.
Possibly. Yeah.
I'm thinking, just forget him. Move on.
Yeah.
Good lord. But anyway.
So overwhelming shenanigans potential aside, I think we're both going for Braun in this one, aren't we?
I can't.
You can't? Ooh, interesting. Controversial. Go on, why?
It's because of the celebrity status.
Oh, because of the celebrity shenanigans, TM.
Yeah.
Okay, so in light of that, who else in the field are you going for?
Ali.
Oh, and when you said that, I wondered who you meant. Do you mean the
Mustafa
now
Ali.
shortened, as is the WWE way, formerly Mustafa Ali? Yes.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, I can see that working. I'm still going to go for Braun, but let's hedge our bets because it's less fun when we both choose the same person. So
correct. As much as I want Braun Strowman to win because he should be winning it, the reason why I'm going with Ali is simply because technically, if it wasn't for an injury, could he have been main eventing WrestleMania?
It is possible. So yeah.
Yeah.
He's nearly as out of luck as Asuka. Really?
But injuries come and go in his situation, which does happen. But Ali is young enough, talented enough, he will make a name for himself.
He will rise again, absolutely. Right, we're supposed to get these out of the way in a hurry. We've been at this 15 minutes. Right, the other match on the pre-show, more than likely,
straight away,
in fact confirmed according to the Wikipedia page, is the singles match for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Which is pitched Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
Buddy Murphy versus his former best friend and training partner, Tony Nese, in what promises to be an interesting match because it's the two
absolutely
heaviest hitting, most uncruiserweight-like cruiserweights you can imagine.
The ones that, it's like, seriously, cruiserweights? But then all of a sudden shocks you.
Yeah. Tony Hollowbones Nese and will be facing Buddy, quick, get him in the sauna, Murphy.
I see what you did there.
Yes. So who we got for this one?
Me, I'm going to go with Tony Nese. New champ.
Interesting. Good. I can't see past Buddy Murphy retaining for this one.
I can see it happening. It's from the build-up.
No, I totally understand where you're coming from. I just don't follow. So that's good, because different is good.
Different is good.
Right, on to the main show.
On to the main show. Shall we get straight to it?
Yep. Let's go straight in from the bottom on the Wikipedia page. So let's start with number 16.
Yep, why not? Tag team match for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, which is, as we already know, the Revival. Dash Wilder and Scott
Dawson will face
versus
the Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Now, I've not been watching much main roster recently, mainly focus on NXT myself. How did the thrown together makeshift tag team of Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder come about?
Thrown about. They've tagged
Sorry?
before.
Have they?
Yes. And the funny thing about it is, this is where the revival come into status, giving praise to Edge at the same time. Because taking into account,
Okay.
can you remember the Edge heads that used to follow Edge?
Yeah. A couple of people who used to, mark a pen on his tattoos and follow him around and help him win matches, yeah.
You do know who that was, don't you?
I know one of them was Zack Ryder.
The other one was Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, okay.
You do know that they are the former Major Brothers.
I did not know that Zack Ryder was one of the Major Brothers.
Yeah.
That is news to me. But anyway, so genuine stupid, don't keep up with the main roster question now. Has Kurt Hawkins finally ended his 787 match losing streak?
Nope.
Or does Zack Ryder always get the pinfall? So while he's winning, he can't technically actually get a win.
Nope.
Oh, he has? Oh, that's amazing.
Nope. He's still losing.
Oh. So if they're losing all the time,
Yep.
how are they the number one contenders to the Raw Tag Team Championships?
This is because of a segment. Well, even though they've already fought each other on Raw, I think a few weeks ago. I know, shocking. There was a segment in the back locker room where you got Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder joking with each other, and Dash and Wilder came in laughing at them, saying, "You're a laughing stock. You couldn't do anything, even if an opportunity slapped you in the face."
I see.
Challenge was sent, and the Revival pretty much said, "Ha! We'll take that. Easiest payday to take at WrestleMania."
May come back to bite them fundamentally in the arse, but we shall see.
And with the Revival even going on Twitter stating, oh my god, couldn't believe it.
Go on.
Stating, "Well done, Edge, for having Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder ride your coattails, seeing as that's the only thing that they're good at. If you want to be relevant again, come ride our coattails."
So essentially, what we're seeing here is the crowning of Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder as the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Who knows? That could be the case, or it might not be the case, and the streak continues.
Well, I, for one, hope it does, and I hope the Revival retain, because they're a genuinely decent tag team, and they've kind of... Well, this is beneath them, if I'm brutally honest. I'm going for the Revival to retain.
I am sorry to say this. Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder are taking the win.
No, this is what I fear, but what I hope doesn't happen. But you're going to say it will.
I'm saying it will, but there's a reason why. I can see that
Ryder can get a replay of 3 years ago
possibly,
and immediately lose the titles again on Raw.
Wow, how did you know I was about to mention that?
Because I have a crystal ball.
Well, I actually thought that was going to be the case. And knowing the Revival, you had your wrestle moment, you had your fun, now we're serious.
Yeah, and plus that makes the Revival 2 times tag team champions, which only increases their stock, really.
As well.
Awesome. So we're going for different sides of that. I'll say the Revival retain, you say new champions.
New champions.
Awesome. Are you writing this down, by the way?
I am actually getting all this down. Don't worry.
That's good. That's good.
Because if I recalled, you went for Braun and I went for Ali, didn't I, earlier?
Yes. Right,
It's
let's
fine.
move on. Up the card, one more, according to how it is listed on Wikipedia anyway. The Fatal 4-Way match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Featuring champions, the Usos, brackets Jay and Jimmy Uso, in case we didn't know. Thanks, Internet. Versus Ricochet and Aleister Black. Versus The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus. Versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. There's one thing this promises to be. It's a clash of styles.
It is. It's different styles. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Well, no, actually, it is different styles, but it's also not. It's sort of punch you really hard in the face, which is what the Bar do, versus forearm you really hard in the face, which is what Nakamura and Rusev do, versus punch you really hard in the face and my partner's flying through the air, which is Ricochet and Aleister Black, versus the defending champions punch you really hard in the face. A real clash of styles, this one.
Kick you in the face.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, fair enough. Either way, whichever team ends up losing is going to be the one that has the least face left at the end of the night.
That one will be Savage at its best, and I have already got my pick straight away for it. Already.
I also have my pick as well, and I've got a feeling it might be different to yours.
Ooh, you think?
Yeah, so who is your pick? And then I'll tell you if it's different first, and then if it is, who I pick.
I'm going to go with the Usos.
Okay. I am also sadly going to go with the Usos because I don't think they've actually had a WrestleMania moment yet.
And there is another reason why I think they will be as well.
And what would that be?
The fact that they've actually extended their contracts.
It's a dead giveaway, that.
Yep, they have recently supposedly have renewed their contracts with the WWE. But at the same time, that could also mean they could be dropping as well. Who knows?
We just don't know. But we are both going for the Usos for that one. That's good. Right,
yes.
The next match on the list, although probably, let's face it, not on the card, is the singles match for the WWE open brackets Eco close brackets Championship. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. The redemption is complete, or at least it will be at the start of the match because Kofi's getting his WrestleMania moment.
I know exactly what's happening here. And my head, as much as I know some people might be expecting Daniel Bryan to be retaining, I can only see Kofi winning this match.
As much as... there you go. I'm of the opposite opinion.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be another 2011 Elimination Chamber moment.
Oh,
As much as I want Kofi Morella to win the championship, I think he's going to fall short.
He isn't. He isn't. He is going to be winning it. But the reason why
listen, like I say, my heart wants to agree with you, 11 out of 10, but my head just thinks, no, probably not.
Well, there is speculation that there could be a turn within the New Day. Will it happen on the night? Or will it happen
It's not happening.
later?
If one of the New Day turn, they all turn. They're the New Day. They are three men acting as one.
I don't think they're all turning.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're a successful tag team. They're not turning. Or at least logic and common sense dictates they shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but one of them could be turning and leaving the New Day.
Ooh, can I call WrestleMania shenanigans double swerve?
Go on.
I predict Big E turns heel and joins Daniel Bryan in a double swerve as Eric Rowan turns face and joins the New Day.
Not gonna happen.
Come on, it's WrestleMania. It's silly season. I know it's not going to happen, but it's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? It made
That's
you
that's
smirk briefly.
an out there. If that actually happens, I will give you a damn 3 point.
Lovely.
But
I tell you
both
what, here's how much
has
I
to
don't
happen.
think it's going to happen. Here's how much I don't think it's going to happen. If it does, I want a title match for the King of the Kingdom title at some point in the future.
I'll think about it.
I say that, ladies and gentlemen, safe in the knowledge that it's not going to happen. And Matt Burns does not have to commit booking suicide any time in the future.
Let me just state this. I've only stated I'll think about it. I will have to discuss that with my business partner. I cannot state that I am...
Obviously.
Well, let me finish. I am not contractually obligated to make that match. I am just stating I will think about it.
I was going to say, I could ask, but you are under no obligation to say yes. I appreciate that. It was just an out there statement to highlight, as funny as it was for me to say it, I don't think it's going to happen either.
Good Lord. If that happens now, oh my God.
This is WrestleMania. Stranger things have happened. However, let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
Anyway, awkward aside, moving swiftly on, the next match on the list is the Fatal 4-Way. These are getting momentum for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
There was a bit of distortion there, so we do apologise for if there was any distortion.
Apologies.
Anyway, we have got
the Fatal 4-Way
tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
We have got... Ooh, talking of tag team names that I don't like.
Oh.
You don't like it when I abbreviate the names of Ricochet and Aleister Black.
There's a difference.
Just as much as I don't like the name that Bayley and Sasha Banks have given themselves, particularly.
Why? It's in honour and tribute of another tag team.
I know. I just don't like it. It's a personal thing.
All right.
Anyway, Bayley and Sasha Banks, the defending champions, will face
Whoa.
the iconic...
It's the Boss and Hug connection.
Yeah, them too. Will face the Iconics, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, Nia Jax and Tamina, and the incredibly intriguing tag team of Natalya and the returning Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix.
Also known as the Glamazon.
Interesting fact, I loved it on Twitter. I can't remember if it was a takeover night when they were in the crowd or if it was during the Hall of Fame, I'm not sure. When in the crowd were pictured Miss Phoenix and her other half.
Yes.
Who were announced as Edge and Beth Phoenix. And Twitter as one went, after all this time, Edge's surname is Phoenix. We never knew that. Thanks for finally telling us, WWE. So yeah, that answers that question that nobody was asking.
Good Lord, I did not expect that.
Anyway, Bayley and Sasha Banks, Beth Phoenix, Natalya, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, Nia Jax and Tamina. Who have you got in this God only knows of a situation?
Boss and Hug connection.
Bayley and Sasha to retain. Good. Me too. Lovely. I'm liking how quickly we're getting through this. Make a note of it. Let's move on.
It's already
Next match.
Has been noted. Duly noted.
Match for no prize other than bragging rights. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre.
This is a tough one.
It really is. The returning top line super friendly babyface superhero Ronan Dex from Stargate Atlantis. Sorry, Roman Reigns. Again.
Oh my God, did not expect that.
The big evil heel bastard that WWE are pushing to the moon. The Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre. And this one could genuinely go either way.
And rumour has it Vince McMahon is definitely trying to push both of these. So regardless of it, even
to be honest, expect Pete Dunne and Volta levels of two men kicking the ever-loving snot out of each other for about 25 minutes.
Pretty much. Definitely.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters who wins, really, but for the sake of predictions, we have to guess. So, who you got?
I am going to go with Roman Reigns.
Okay. I am, possibly due to shenanigan interference from his running buddies, going to disagree with you and go for Drew McIntyre.
Ooh.
Because Roman Reigns has already reached the top of the mountain. If they're trying to get Drew McIntyre up there, it makes sense for me for him to go over here.
As much as I agree with you, I can't see Drew beating.
Oh yeah, well then there is always the.
But I can see him being an absolute savage after.
I can go with that too. I can see where you come from with that, but I will stick with what I said. I'll stick with Drew McIntyre as well, just because. Well,
it's McIntyre.
That's what I think exactly.
Fair enough.
Next match. Singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
Have I seen this match before?
Champion Bobby Lashley versus challenger Finn Balor.
But not just any regular Finn Balor.
Finn the Demon Balor.
We've had to wait.
Yeah, have we seen this match before? Yes. Does that matter? Because it's still going to be an absolute belter? No.
The Demon.
I only have one question, really. Is the fly going to be in the ointment?
I think the Fly's probably going to get pretty much devastated.
Are they talking or not?
They are talking.
Oh dear.
But I can see it.
So do you reckon he's going to cost him it again?
No. I can see Balor winning.
So can I, to be honest, because again, Balor is someone WWE want to push all the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to go with Finn Balor for this one as well.
And the rumor of it is that there is a rumor going around that during the shake-up, that the Intercontinental Championship and United States Championships are going to switch brands.
Ooh, interesting. Because the next match on our list, if we've both happily gone for Finn Balor there,
I
is
went
the singles
for
match for the United States Championship.
Did you go for Finn Balor?
I agree with you. Yeah.
That's fine. So it's Finn Balor.
Whoever will be swapping to the other brand, will be the United States Champion post WrestleMania, will either be Samoa Joe or Rey Mysterio.
I've got to go with Joe.
I may have joked about this before with the tag team match, but this is genuinely a clash of styles. But it's also going to be one hell of a match.
It's going to have to be Joe.
I've got to go with Joe.
It's Joe.
Mysterio's doing a sort of farewell tour. He's on his way out. He's done everything in the business. Joe is still, despite the fact he's been around for a while, on the rise in WWE. So I'm thinking this will be his WrestleMania moment. Ray's had his.
And with that, what we are possibly stating, that if that rumor of them switching the championships, the brands, we'll be potentially seeing Balor on SmackDown and Joe on Raw.
Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio, a matchup to look forward to in the future. Samoa Joe versus Bobby Lashley, less so. But still, exciting changes ahead.
It's still good. It's still good.
It's still good. Still good. So we're both going for Joe for that one.
That we are.
Move this swiftly on. Next match. We're nearly at the end, guys. Don't worry, there's only 17 matches to go.
He jokes.
Next match. I joke, only just. Another singles match with only bragging rights at stake.
The
Viper
versus
the Phenomenal One.
AJ Styles. And
the Viper Randy Orton against the Phenomenal AJ Styles.
As much as I know AJ Styles could do with the win,
You've got a horrible feeling that they're going to give it to the old stager.
they are going to give it to Randy Orton.
Yeah. Heart says I want AJ to win. Head says Randy probably will.
I'm going to pick Randy Orton.
Boring. I'm going to agree with you. Sorry about that.
Ooh. That's fine. No worries.
Next match. Falls Count Anywhere match.
I've already got my pick straight
The
away for this one.
Miz versus Shane McBastard. Sorry, McMahon.
I like that. I like how you said that. But let me just state this. That is not my view on Shane McMahon at all. Let's just state.
Not my view either. I just wanted to get a laugh out of you.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Shane
However,
McMahon versus Miz, Falls Count Anywhere match. This will be, I'm not going to say brutal, but let's just put it this way. I'm just wondering which part of the MetLife Stadium Shane has agreed to jump off.
True. That's true. And taking into account that's a false count anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not a no-holds-barred match, which we will get to later.
Yes. That is coming up in a couple of matches' time. So I am going to go for redemption for the Awesome One in this match.
Why? Why have you got to pick the same as me?
Sorry. But yeah, The Miz to win.
All right.
By pinning what's left of an unconscious Shane after he's actually gone outside to the outside of the MetLife Stadium, climbed on the roof and jumped straight off it.
I don't think that. I think it will involve Miz's dad.
Ah, you see? Continuity from TV storylines. That could also happen.
Why not?
Why not, indeed? It's WrestleMania.
But anyway...
Right.
Oh...
You'll have to bear with me 2 seconds. The next match on the list is a singles match, and it is also a retirement match, but only for one of the participants. It'll be the last ever match.
It's not a retirement match. It is the last ever match. Supposedly. For now at least, for Kurt Angle. Despite a public backlash when it was announced, it has stayed firm against Baron Corbin, who everyone will find out, despite the fact they hate him because he's a bit of a prick, is actually a fundamentally sound wrestler and will do Kurt Angle's final match justice. He's not the choice of maybe the purists, but this is Kurt freaking Angle. He could drag a 5-star match out of a broom handle. He won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck.
Indeed he did. And at his retirement match at WrestleMania, he's clearly winning. Awkward silence there, as Matt Burns has a deep intake of breath. You clearly don't think he is.
I want to.
I'm going with my heart on this one. I want him to, and I think he will, because otherwise it isn't his retirement match if he loses and has to come back to try again.
No. I want to, but the old tradition.
Of what? A wrestler's not really retired until they're Shawn Michaels or dead.
No, you always go out on your back.
Oh, okay, I can see where you're coming from with that. But this is Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. The fans want him to win, so yeah, there may be riots if he doesn't, but I can totally see where you're coming from with that.
Right.
So we're split on this one. I'm saying Angle, you're saying Corbin, right?
Can I add a little special bonus?
It's your show. You can do pretty much whatever you like. Yeah. What bonus are we talking about?
And this is just in case Angle wins.
Yep.
John Cena to arrive.
Interesting. And I'll add a counter to your bonus to the bonus.
Go on.
After John Cena's turned up, the lights go out, bong, The Undertaker turns up,
Nope.
and for the second year in a row, lays John Cena out.
Nope. But Cena will be laid out.
Okay. You're going to have to explain how, because I'm just going to play dumb and pretend I don't follow.
We have a freak who hasn't debuted yet.
Indeed we do. This is a very valid point. He's been lurking in the background for a long time.
That will be
and
a
now
bonus
is as
point
good a time as any.
if he arrives, which is, just in case anyone wants to know who the freak is, Lars Sullivan.
Yes. I'm quite looking forward to the prospect now of John Cena having a freak accident at WrestleMania. You've got my hopes up, Burns. It better happen.
Supposedly, if it doesn't happen on the pay-per-view, it could happen the next night.
On Raw, indeed.
And there is a rumour that Cena does have a segment for WrestleMania.
That figures. Ah, interesting. Right. We really need to move on because we've still got 3 more matches to talk about. And then we've got to talk about what's happened this week, and specifically in the last couple of days. And then, well, basically we've got a lot more to talk about because that could take an hour. So let's move on.
Let's move
on. The next
on.
match on the list is a no-holds-barred match.
Yes.
Where if one participant loses, he must retire from in-ring competition.
But supposedly, it was meant to be the retirement match for somebody else, but supposedly, it was rumoured to be Batista's last match, especially from the segment on Raw, as he was begging for this match. He says he wants his final match to be the match where he makes Triple H retire.
Where he retires Triple H. Yeah, well, there you go. All I can say about this is it's going to be a slow-motion barn burner. They're going to kick 7 shades of I don't know what out of each other, but at about half the pace they would have 10 years ago.
True, but it's still going to be a savage beating. And I will say this right now. I can see Triple H taking the win and Batista reneging on him leaving.
Yes. I can also see Triple H taking the win thanks to interference from one limousine riding, jet flying, retired Hall of Famer. Retired double Hall of Famer. So we both went for Triple H winning on that one, yeah?
Yeah. I don't care what anybody else says. That's got to happen.
It absolutely has. To get revenge for his birthday celebrations on Raw, which Batista ruined.
Oh, mate. I could not believe when that happened. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, it was a nightmare. Really? Really? Really?
For his birthday.
Okay.
For his birthday. His birthday.
Yeah, so expect revenge.
Yeah.
Awesome. There's only 2 matches left. So the next one, if WWE have told us what the main event is, by logic has got to be the singles match for the Universal Championship.
Yep.
Champion Brock Lesnar versus Seth Royal Rumble winner Rollins. Sorry, Seth Royal Rumble winner freaking Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
Seth Royal freaking Rumble winner Rollins. We'll get there eventually. Anyway, him. The man who won the most whatever Royal Rumble in recent memory. So much so that a couple of weeks ago on the show, I was like, well, why is he in the title picture? Because I'd completely forgotten already that he even won the damn thing.
I'm just I'm just adding in the extra bonuses that we added for, which is which was Big E.
Yep.
Turn heel to join.
Crap. I need to get rid of that.
Daniel.
Because I need to.
And what else?
Rowan. Oh, the
turn.
other stupid bonus was double face turns. Rowan to join the New Day.
To join New Day.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Bonus points. There we go. That's if it happens.
While you're doing that, I'll just slowly choke to death. Bear with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I am not dead. It is fine. I have not choked. Please bear with me, however.
It's fine. He will be fine. That's fine.
My eyes are watering.
Just breathe.
I'm drowning in the amount my eyes are watering, but I'm otherwise fine. Thank you.
In the meantime, while you're having to cough up a lung or whatever you try and cough up, I'll mention the match for the singles match for the WWE Universal Championship. And ironically, I actually expect the Universal Championship to be further down on the card.
Yeah.
I actually expect the WWE...
We have read it out as the semi-main event, but I expect it to be a good 4 or 5 matches from the end of how the actual card pans out.
And I actually expect the WWE one to be higher.
Yes, I think so. What with the whole aspect of WrestleMania moments and everything.
Yeah. I'm going to let you pick this one first because...
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by what Paige is almost wearing on the kickoff show. What did you say?
I'm going to let you pick.
Me? Oh, okay. Seth Rollins to win.
Wow. Are you ready for my pick?
Yes.
I'm really sorry to say this. I am going to go with the Beast Incarnate.
Okay.
I can see a twist happening. And Brock Lesnar
I'm going to go
to leave with the WWE Championship.
Ah, interesting. You see, the reason I call Seth Rollins to win is because I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose's last act in a WWE ring to make sure that he doesn't.
I can see him attempting, but a certain group stop him. And I can see with the attack on Roman later on.
Yeah,
he wins the match,
I can see where you're coming from.
which will take him out, and it'll mean that Seth is all alone.
Interesting. So we're both going for different outcomes, but for the same interference-based reasons.
Yes.
Interesting indeed.
It's very
also, by the way, we haven't actually mentioned yet, but I've just seen, because I have the kickoff show on in the background, starting now on the WWE Network, folks. In fact, it started 6 minutes ago, but don't let that stop you from listening to us. You know, put it on and put it on mute. That's fine. Apparently, the host of WrestleMania this year, which means the opening segment and one other about 20 minutes in, and then they'll forget she exists, is apparently Alexa Bliss.
Yes, no. That's been hyped up all this week.
I see. News to me, but then
and previous weeks, yeah.
Ooh, I might change my pick for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. You didn't tell me Heavy Machinery were in it, did you?
Yes, Otis and Tucker.
Yeah, I didn't think you meant him. And when you said Tucker, I thought you meant the occasional NXT UK guy who's been promoted above his pay grade. All right, then. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we're different on the Universal title match. You think Lesnar's leaving with it? I think Ambrose will make sure he doesn't, and that Rollins will win.
I do.
Awesome. If you've noted that down, that means there's only one match left. And it is this evening's, scheduled to kick off at about 7:10 tomorrow morning, this evening's main event.
Which is?
The winner-takes-all triple threat match for both WWE women's titles.
And?
Featuring... Yeah, and?
It features... I'll let you mention it.
Charlotte Flair,
Woo!
current SmackDown Women's Champion. Ronda Rousey, current Raw Women's Champion. And someone who needs no further introduction than the man.
The man! Becky Lynch!
Yeah, her. And it is going to be everything that it is expected to be. We know that with a cast like that is going to be an amazing match. The added stipulation of it being winner takes all is an interesting one, although, as we've already mentioned, a slight kick in the face to Asuka, but still, it gives it an extra spice, and...
True. Did you...
One woman is leaving with 2 bits of gold.
Yeah, and did you watch Raw this week?
No, I did not.
Oh, good Lord, you did not see the all-out war between these three.
No, I did not. However, I have
who
heard
ended
about
up
it.
being arrested.
Who? All 3 of them?
All 3 of them. And while still cuffed, still kicking each other and beating each other. However, the one part of the segment I thought was stupid. Why would they put two of them in the back of the same car when they hated each other?
Silly behaviour.
And the knee from Charlotte to Ronda Rousey while her head was sticking out of the car was absolute savagery.
I've heard it was, if she'd got that wrong in any way, shape or form, it would have been just a one-on-one singles match tonight.
Pretty much.
Because Rousey would have been dead.
Pretty much.
Oh my God.
Everything okay?
I currently have the pre-show on. I was just temporarily, horribly distracted by Pat McAfee, who you may know the name of. He is the former NFL player who does the pre-shows for NXT takeovers. He's wearing shorts.
Yeah?
A suit jacket and shorts.
Everyone's different.
Yeah, and he was standing next to Charlie Caruso, so to be honest, I'm amazed I noticed that. But anyway... Yeah, sorry, where were we? Oh, yeah. The brutality, the savagery, the absolute show-stopping chaos that is going to occur, provided that WWE has paid the bail and got all 3 women out of jail.
Correct, which they will have. And let me just state this: stop being distracted by Paige.
I am distracted by Paige, but currently JBL is on the screen, so I am distracted at 0%. Fine.
Anyway.
Yeah. So who have we got to win then? Because I am going to pick a name, but I genuinely don't have a clue. I know who I want to win.
Come on.
But
I'm
recent
just
events suggest
I am
that they
just
may
going
not.
to spell it out for you.
Look, we all know who we want to win, and we'll give you a clue.
It's the man.
Her name rhymes with Smecky Pinch. But will
It's
they
the
actually
man.
let her?
Yes.
Good. I hope so too. We all want her to. It's kind of like genuine no deal. It's not like the Kofi Kingston. He might. Everyone hopes he does. It's genuinely, if anyone else wins, what do you reckon there are in the MetLife Stadium? About 90,000 people? They'll riot en masse.
Oof. I can definitely see Becky Lynch taking it. I can.
I can. It's the only viable answer.
It is. The only viable answer. It's the only way we can go. Right. I believe that is all WrestleMania predictions out the way.
It is.
Now, I'm just going to have a quick rundown of the Hall of Fame of 2019.
Because it is quite a large list of inductees this year, as we discussed before we came on air. An unusually large one.
All of them very worthy, absolutely well proud, and absolutely amazing.
Yeah, deserve their place.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because take into account, we've got the Honky Tonk Man. Need I say more?
Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
With a record of 454 days.
Yep.
Who has been inducted by Jimmy Hart.
Epic.
We have got Tori Wilson.
One of the trailblazers of the women's division. One of the absolute. Maybe doesn't get the respect that she deserves, but
yeah,
quality performer.
True, but at the same time, she was a key figure in WCW's invasion of WWE, a pivotal member of the WWE women's division who helped blaze trail for women in sports entertainment, and has been featured on the Playboy magazine twice during her WWE career,
which is quite some achievement.
And has been inducted. She was inducted by none other than Stacy Keibler.
Ooh. Cue obligatory legs gag at this point.
No kidding. Then we've also got Brutus the Barber Beefcake, one-time WWE Tag Team Champion, being inducted by Hulk Hogan.
Quite important, you know. You've done something right in your career, not only if you're in the Hall of Fame, but if you've got Hulk freaking Hogan inducting you.
No kidding. The next one is one that is going to need I'm not even going to mention their accolades at all. Not even going to be necessary.
Nope.
We have got the Generation X.
D-Generation X, which I presume is not the latest incarnation of just Triple H and Shawn Michaels, but the whole deal. The Road Dogg Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, X-Pac, and China. Have I missed anyone?
Triple H and Shawn Michaels included.
Obviously them, yeah. All of them. The classic lineup.
Not inducted by anybody, but wow.
Still.
Need to say more.
Speak for themselves, yeah.
Say more. China is in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely nothing but praise.
Nothing but praise for WWE for getting over any petty grievances they may have had and just doing the right thing.
Correct. We've also got Harlem Heat who have gone in.
Booker T and Stevie Ray.
Yeah. But, if I'm not mistaken, take this into account, Booker T is now officially a two-time inductee.
I believe so, yes.
As he was previously inducted in 2013, and their accolades hold together a 10-time WCW World Tag Team Champions.
Yep.
And Stevie Ray was also a one-time WCW Television Champion.
And bear in mind, there have never, even to this day, been 10-time WWE Tag Team Champions. I mean, sure, what with the two tag team titles, certain teams may have held both of them a combined total of 10 times. But
yeah,
back in the day, the closest any WWE team has got is the Dudley Boys, who have 9 reigns.
Are you ready for the additional ones now?
Go on.
Are you ready for the Warrior Award?
The rest of the class of 2019 for the Hall of Fame?
I haven't finished off. There is one of them I've held off for a reason. This is all part of the Hall of Fame under the Warrior Award edition, which is, I believe, I do apologise if I mispronounced the name, which is Sue Atchison.
Yeah.
It's being presented by Dana Warrior and John Cena. And she has been awarded this for being a long-time WWE executive, spearheaded many of the WWE charitable programs, including this partnership with Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Epic. Can't think of someone more deserving by the sounds of that.
And under some of the legacy sides, we have got Bruiser Brody.
I see.
Woohoo McDaniels. Luna Vachon.
Wow.
S.D. Jones.
Special Delivery Jones.
Yeah. Professor Toru Tanaka.
Awesome.
Primo Carnera. I will apologise in regards to this. Primo Carnera, who was, if I mispronounced it, sorry, has held numerous regional NWA championship and was also a former boxing world heavyweight champion.
Impressive.
Joseph Cohen, who's a media executive whose accomplishments include developing two of WWE's eventual broadcast partners, MSG Network and USA Network, part of Comcast now and a WWE television partner. This is the first living inductee into the Legacy Wing.
Oh, that is some good going.
I will apologise if I mispronounced this one, which is Hanahashi Shinama. Or Shinma. I apologise if I mispronounced it. Which is...
That sounds right.
He is a long-time Japanese professional wrestling promoter, former president of the WWF and the WWF, second living inductee into the Legacy Wing as well. We have also got Buddy Rose, held numerous regional NWA championships, and Jeff Barnett, who was a long-time wrestling promoter, former owner of the Indianapolis National Wrestling Alliance territory, Australia's World Championship Wrestling, and Georgia Championship Wrestling.
And I believe worked alongside, and possibly even occasionally with, Vince McMahon Sr.
Correct. And are you ready for... Now, that they were all under Legacy. There is one more for the main group. The main group. For the
main inductees, yeah. Okay, which you have quite rightly, I would imagine, kept until last.
Being inducted by Natalia. Two-time WWF Tag Team Champions, The Hart Foundation.
Does that now mean that Bret Hart is also a two-time inductee into the Hall of Fame?
Bret Hart is a two-time inductee, as he was previously inducted in 2006. And Jim Neidhart was a one-time NWA Southern Heavyweight Champion as well.
Lovely. Fantastic.
Now,
and the petition... Sorry, go on.
Potentially, I'm sorry, with the Hart Foundation being in there, it's as the tag team. I'm surprised you didn't put the group in, the whole lot.
Yeah, that does surprise me actually. I'm surprised they didn't include Brian Pillman and
Owen Hart.
Owen Hart as well. Yeah.
Davey Boy Smith.
I think that they're saving that for a future year, to be honest.
Yeah, which will be absolutely... Owen should be in deservingly. However, the reason why I held off the Hart Foundation is because of an incident that happened.
Oh, yeah. We've glossed over this until this point because this is serious enough that it needs to be a talking point all on its own. It is, frankly, one of the more
I am normally
one of the more pathetic incidents of WrestleMania week. Let's be honest.
I am
And we apologise in
normally
advance if either of us lose our cool here.
pretty much. I am normally very calm and reserved in certain situations, and always try to look for a positive side. But what had happened at the Hall of Fame?
Seriously, there is no positive to this.
There is no positive of this. Somebody was trying to make a name of themselves, and
At the expense of the Hall of Fame ceremony, and it's frankly not on. There's no other way to put it.
it's not just that. It's the fact that he decided to do it on Bret Hart.
Yeah,
Basically,
simply not on.
somebody
And just about the only.
correct.
Sorry, go on.
Somebody attempted to jump into the ring and attempted to tackle Hart, and this was
Yeah.
made the live broadcast cut out, and then
Yep.
the immediate aftermath was included. Now let's just say this: if a kicking was given, when I mentioned the following names that approached this gentleman to put a stop to it, you'll be actually asking, was he arrested or was he taken to the morgue?
Unfortunately, he was only arrested, or
He
perhaps
was-
fortunately, because we don't want any WWE superstars to go to jail.
Correct,
But,
correct.
yeah.
But you've got names like Heath Slater, okay, nothing special, jumping up there. Dash Wilder, we know we can
Yep.
throw a good punch. Davey Boy Smith
Hell yeah.
Jr., Big E, Big Show, Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman.
Yeah, this is the level to which this guy sunk.
Wait,
It's basically just about the
and non-WWE wrestler Travis Brown subdued the man.
who was angry enough that he had to get in and subdue the absolute arsehole who tried to ruin the Hall of Fame ceremony. Frankly, just about the only good thing that comes out of this whole thing is he'll be feeling the pasting they gave him for about a week.
I will say that Dash Wilder should be applauded for a certain action he did, but we are not stating it because we do not want to incriminate or anything else, or state anything that we may have seen through video footage.
We don't
or
want to
anything.
incriminate anyone, or imply that anything that anyone did was right or glorify it. We just need to say it had to be done, and Dash Wilder stepped up.
Pretty much. All of them stepped up, really. But supposedly
Every single one of the guys you just mentioned did, yeah.
Yeah. And let's just state, the gentleman in question was taken to police custody, is facing criminal charges, which haven't been disclosed. But the fact is, how dare he?
Yeah, pretty much. The sentiment of, let's see, everyone currently residing on planet Earth who is not him.
How dare he?
How very dare he even consider it?
There's no need for it.
There's
Absolutely
no need for it. We here at The Burning Truth all wholeheartedly condemn such actions, and frankly, we hope he gets the book thrown at him.
Let's just state this. A lot of people say, but Bret Hart's a wrestler.
Yeah?
Yes,
And
he was.
what's your point?
He was. He's left wrestling.
Bret Hart is a
What?
north of 50-year-old man who is now very much not a wrestler, who is an everyday civilian, who was being recognised for his past accolades, and who, frankly,
Yeah.
didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Wow.
He doesn't deserve it at all.
No. Oh, okay. while we've been busy condemning this guy, I have no idea what's happened and how I've missed it. But the first match of WrestleMania pre-show has kicked off. It's the Cruiserweight Championship match. We're less than 5 minutes in, and it looks like I'm amazed that Buddy Murphy can see out of one of his eyes already.
Is it that bad?
He's a massive shiner already.
It goes to show how much it means to them.
Absolutely. I didn't see how it was done, but my God, it looks as though he's taken I don't know if it was an elbow or a knee, but it hit home.
Oh. Pretty much he's going to be feeling that for the next few days.
He looks like one half of his face is wearing Legion of Doom face paint.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not good.
But anyway, straight.
Needs to say, he's taken the kind of shot that the moron from last night should be left to receive once an hour on the hour for the rest of his life.
Possibly. But anyway,
that was a really sour ending to what would otherwise have been a really sour occurrence, or what would otherwise have been a really awesome Hall of Fame ceremony. Congratulations to all the inductees, and the Burning Truth does not condone violence of that kind or interruption of social events in any way.
No, we don't, and we feel as though WrestleMania should be celebrated. WrestleMania week should be celebrated of absolute, for wrestling. It should be cheers, should be cheered, as it's an amazing week. It's it's simply amazing.
It should, it's about the positive side of wrestling, or at least it should be.
WrestleMania week is where everybody steps up. This guy thought he could make a name and step up. Unfortunately, why then? Yeah,
why then? Yeah, and frankly, right, let's not justify his existence with any more publicity other than to wholly condemn him.
Yeah, correct. And we'll leave it at that. But anyway, to all the people who were inducted, congratulations. All absolutely deserving. And I can also state to everybody, if you're not, we appreciate if you are listening to us. We also just hope that you've also got your WrestleMania kickoff show on at the same time. We hope that.
We hope that is the case. What else have we got to talk about? Because if there's not a great deal, let's get it talked about, and then let's wrap up and get watching the pre-show.
Exactly, which you can just watch the pre-show for just $9.99, or if it's your first month, if it's your first go. If it's your
first month and you've signed up over the course of WrestleMania week at WWENetwork.com, then your first month is indeed free.
That it is. But anyway, let's move on, shall we? And let's just move on from WrestleMania, and let's move straight into what happened at G1 Super Show. I'm not talking about the entire show.
G1 Super Show, the first wrestling show since 1960 to be occurring at Madison Square Garden.
That wasn't
booked by a company owned by a McMahon.
Correct. And are you ready for this?
Unfortunately, I know what's coming, so yes.
At G1 Super Show, during the tag match, an incident has happened. Two gentlemen jumped the barricade and started attacking wrestlers. One of the wrestlers that were being attacked was actually former WWE wrestler, or tag team wrestler, one half of the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray Dudley. And the people who were attacking...
did not react kindly.
Oh, no. I can also say, if I'm not mistaken, one of the people was savagely thrown into the barricade in unceremoniously fashion. Ow! That had to hurt, sort of fashion. And then, as soon as I saw it, I was like, as soon as I saw Bully grab him, I was like, he's in for a world of hurt.
Yes. Let's just say, at this point in time, we have no idea whether the individuals involved were pulling one of those most horrible things in wrestling, a worked suit, and are actually employed by the company in question, or if this was another Hall of Fame-like attempt to steal some free publicity. We can't say for sure, so we can't condemn it in the strongest terms until we do know, but...
Correct.
Yeah, it's not big and it's not clever. Let's put it that way.
If it is a publicity stunt that these gentlemen are pulling, then bang out of order. If it is part of it, interesting.
Yeah.
And the two names that are being mentioned, that we will mention, is Enzo and Big Cass.
Interesting that former WWE employees are cared about by WWE so little they've been allowed to keep their names, or at least that is how it's being reported.
That isn't the case. That isn't the case because supposedly Enzo has changed his Twitter name to NZO.
Oh, right.
And we don't know about Big Cass's name. He might be under his real name, but supposedly just for the speculation that their WWE names were being used, formerly known as
because
Enzo,
that is the name
formerly known
that
as
we know
Big
them
Cass.
by from their careers in WWE. Yeah,
correct.
So either shameless publicity stunt which deserves to be condemned, or shameless bit of promotion by them in league with the company, which, in light of the Hall of Fame incident, was perhaps a little bit tasteless, but they weren't to know.
Correct. And with that is very interesting. And as a quick, also extra additional bit, I've got to mention the news for one of the ROH main events for the ROH for the G1 Super Show, the ROH
the Ring
main
of Honor
event,
World Championship,
which was a triple threat ladder match, which pitted Matt Taven versus
Jay Briscoe.
No.
Don't
you remember?
No, obviously not.
Formerly known as Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, who is the current champ.
Lethal. Yep.
And Marty Skittle, the villain.
Oh, of course. The villain.
And the winner of the match and new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, Matt Taven.
Oh, and speaking of that, by the way, spoiler alert for those who are watching the pre-show.
Go on.
Your winner and new WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Tony's knees. And I assume the rest of him as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I believe that may put me in the lead.
I do believe it does. I'm off to a spectacularly stunning start.
And not to worry, but then again, there is plenty of matches to catch up on.
There are 15 matches more. I've got plenty of time to catch up.
That you have, and take into account, I have done some surprises, some surprise selections.
Indeed you have. Well, I have tried to, wherever I thought that there was an opportunity that it could go either way.
Yeah.
Tony Hollow Leg Knees is your new Cruiserweight Champion.
Congratulations. But anyway, are we actually going to do the subject that we've been trying to do all this time for weeks on end?
We can, although we have already gone for over an hour and a half, so I think it's your call. Do
I
the people
think-
want to do this, or
I think because it's WrestleMania week,
yeah,
I think we damn well should.
yeah? What the hell? Let's get it out of the way. Oh my God, he's back and he's wearing shorts again. Anyway, sorry. Enough of being distracted by Pat McAfee. The subject in question is,
All right.
of course,
Which is WWE music.
yes, a subject that, of course, cannot be mentioned, either in passing or in detail, without mentioning the Godfather,
Jim Johnson.
the man no longer related in any way to WWE, but the man for whom entrance music was his life and who popularized it, James A. Jim Johnson. Or is it
Yeah.
Johnston?
Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he, for years and years, all the way through from the very early era of entrance music with Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and those guys in the 80s, all the way through the Attitude Era, up
Austin,
to
The
about,
Rock.
yeah, into the new era, post-Attitude Era, up to about 5 years ago. If you heard music on WWE TV and it wasn't the theme tune to the show you were watching, there's a 98.5% chance Jim Johnston composed it.
Potentially.
Yeah, so we can't actually go anywhere
But
without
he is
saying
he
heads up
is-
to him.
He is still on speed dial for WWE.
Yes.
He is still on speed
Although
dial
he-
for them.
He no longer makes the music since, I believe, 2014.
Right.
Um,
I believe the,
The
new
duo-
Reigns.
Collect-
Yeah.
Yep.
Carry on.
The duo collectively known as CFO $. I don't know if that's supposed to be. Remember, it is, I think, CFO $, because if it's CFOS, that's Cole, Fish, O'Reilly, and Strong, and that's a total different kettle of fish, because that's the Undisputed Era. CFO $, who have made the WWE music since 2014, and who are responsible for the Undisputed Era and pretty much everyone else to have come through NXT and all the new guys to the main roster music for the last 5 years. And frankly, they've had a spectacular success rate.
And you know
Because
what's
come on,
so
off the top of
weird?
your head, can you think of one piece of entrance music, even for the superstars you don't like very much? They've normally got cracking entrance music, and
makes
it's
me
thanks
laugh.
to those guys.
It makes
Go
me
on.
laugh more than anything with it. I did not even realise that.
Really?
CFOS. Until
Yeah.
you pointed it out.
That did I not tell you at the time when
No.
Roderick Strong joined the Undisputed Era? I had to literally have restraints and a breathing apparatus because it made me laugh so much.
That is brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolute brilliant. Did not think of that. Did not consider it. It's just pure genius.
You're
What a wa-
welcome.
What a way to honour the musicians as well. The absolute brilliant
Exactly.
musicians
Exactly.
who
But
have
yeah.
been doing some great fundamental work for WWE. And
As I said,
been
for WWE,
producing magic.
for
But if you want some good
NXT.
examples, some
Yeah.
good, massive examples, you've got Paige herself. You've got Becky Lynch. You've got, Austin with Jim Johnson. You've got The Rock, Undertaker, Big Show, Chris
But
Jericho,
you've got,
Shinsuke Nakamura
mo-
prior
yeah.
his heel turn.
More recently, the NXT alumni, you've got... oh, man. I was going to say... Lars Sullivan, the guy I was going to mention. Oh, yeah. Alistair Black. Who doesn't sing along to his tune subconsciously
No.
without realising they're doing it every time that comes out?
Alistair Black isn't
Ricochet.
done by CFOS.
Oh, is it not?
It isn't.
I was under the illusion that it was a lot like Jim Johnston's finer creations, which was written by them and then taken on and given an alternate lease of life by a band. Is that not the case?
It might be the case. That might be the case. My apologies. But we don't know yet. I don't know if that's true or confirmed as of yet. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah. But anyone from AJ
to the Revival,
to Samoa Joe, to Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, you name it. If you love their entrance music, it's probably down to those guys. So we just wanted to say a big Burning Truth shout out and thanks to all of them for making our musical life richer.
Because the one thing I will say about entrance music is it can, in some cases, for some wrestlers, either make or break you. And at the same time...
It absolutely can.
It can also set the tone for a match.
Absolutely. Who doesn't immediately have the hairs on the back of their neck stand up and just go, oh my God, that's going to be amazing, every time they hear a pane of glass being smashed, or
I wouldn't mind. If I'm even in a restaurant and I hear glass smash, I'm thinking to myself, is Austin coming here to stun me?
Yeah, or the sort of heartbeat monitor that starts off both Taz and Tommaso Ciampa's music. Surely a coincidence,
damn right,
but still.
Damn right.
Yeah. Also, you don't even have to hear the full sentence. All you have to hear is, if you smell,
Done.
And you know you're in for a fight.
Can you dig it? Need to say more.
Yeah. And
Straight away. Absolutely phenomenal music. Absolutely amazing.
As far as the WrestleMania pre-show goes, we're about to have the Women's Battle Royal featuring nobody being eliminated because so many women have come down to the ring wearing so many garments of extra clothing that they've taken off before the match that the ringside area is full and it is actually impossible for anyone's feet to touch the floor.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Hang on, so nobody's had an entrance?
About 15 of the ladies have come down together. Naomi has had her own entrance, and currently, as I speak, Asuka is getting one.
So we know who the favourites already are.
Yep, and she may not be the last, but...
Interesting. But anyway, we digress. We've mentioned all the subjects
Asuka,
for this.
Another one who's got awesome music that you immediately know who it is.
Definitely. But anyway, we digress. We are extending this episode much longer than we need to. We need to get back into watching WrestleMania to enjoy it. So
absolutely. So yeah. Basically, quick shout out to the WWE music guys for doing an awesome job, but that's pretty much everything, I think.
That it is. And as for next week's topic, we haven't got one. We will be coming up with topics most likely for the following week. But with that,
next week's topic, we have got one. It is called Everything That Happens at WrestleMania.
Yes, we'll stick with that. What happened at WrestleMania, we'll go with that. But anyway,
absolutely,
we digress. We need to get onto the plugs, which I am going to go down right now in quick fashion, which are as follows, which are UKWA, also known as UK Wrestling Alliance, UKWM, also known as UK Wrestling Media, Manchester Pro Wrestling Academy, JG Printing and Stitching. Please check out charities like Mind, Changes for Health and Wellbeing. Please check them out. We highly recommend it. Please check out Team 4-Star, the new breed is in the band. Please check out Kamens, another band. Please also check out Botchamania and WrestleCrap. We've got to fit them in every week. You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Matthew,
you're welcome, RD and Matthew.
You also please check out Phil DeFranco. Please check out When Fandom Strikes, be either her music on YouTube or check out her TikTok page because absolute comedy. Please check out Luke Moto, who's been doing his vlogs and also been doing some also interesting stuff as well. Please check out Geek of the Week, as always, especially now more than ever, especially seeing as we're getting closer and closer to the epic, Avengers film that was coming out, Avengers Endgame, especially for Magic Mark. Magic Mark Adams, who will be
especially for Magic
discussing
Mark.
that.
As a
Please,
little aside, I can never remember the name of the Avengers film, and I'm sure Progress Wrestling will love the fact that every time I can't remember what it's called, I refer to it as Avengers Thunder Bastard.
But anyway, Avengers Endgame, as I was saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to it. Please, of course, check out Turnbuckle TV, who have also recently been releasing out some free matches on there, which, of course, UK Ways also just had one of their matches potentially released on there, if I'm not mistaken, for the King, a match that involves the King of the Kingdom. So please check that one out. And of course, as always, we also recommend everybody to check out their local shows, just to name a few: United Wrestling, Academy Pro Wrestling, FCW, also known as Future Championship Wrestling, Fusion Pro Wrestling for You, and many, 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 many more. And of course,
including but not limited to my local company, apparently.
What?
Where I live in my part of the world, Falling Star Wrestling.
Falling Star Wrestling, and of course,
not to be confused with Future Shock Wrestling, but still, they're there as well, and they're also awesome.
Of course. And many, many others. And, of course, please check out the Burning Truth website, which is www.theburningtruthuk.com. Of course, instead of me doing the usual rant where I go down and mention everything that's on there, you pretty much should know if you want to listen to us live. There's past episodes and interviews and so much more on there. We recommend you check it out. Please, please, please. As always, and also, of course, any links that are on there, please do not hold us responsible for any of the content that may be unsuitable for yourself or for younger viewers. Of course, we cannot be held responsible for.
We are not responsible for the content of any external links, of course. Same as always.
Correct. And of course, please check out our social media, which we are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, we also have some past episodes on Spotify, but the handle for Twitter is different, which is, I'll spell it out for you, which is WRESLING4THWALL. And with that is all the plugs that we've got out, including our own plug. But of course, please, 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 for everybody, please, as always, stay well, stay safe, enjoy WrestleMania. And of course,
enjoy WrestleMania, absolutely.
And as always, please, please, please check out your local wrestling. So for me, we hope to catch you sometime soon. So stay well, stay safe, and I'll catch you next week. And of course, John will probably be with me. So any messages you want to get out?
Yeah, if I'm not here next week, it's because I'm still asleep due to the sleep deprivation caused by WrestleMania.
Of course.
Because let's face it, expected main event bell time is now 4 p.m. on Thursday. So let's just hope for the best.
He's praying. So with that, stay well.
I jest on that bombshell. Stay well, and thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. So stay well, stay safe, and we'll catch you next week. Catch you later.
Bye-bye.